Giving all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekar HaKadosh. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teaching this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children of the great multitude of the elect. I'm your brother Magan Shalamar. Title of this video will be Whose Look Was More Stout Than His Fellows. This is a quick video showing you how proud Donald Trump is and who he really give allegiance to, and it's not America, it's actually to the small hats over there. So this quick video, fair use, not for monetary gain, but for educational purpose only, fair use.
In Israel, I could run for prime minister. So maybe after I do this, I'll go to Israel, run for prime minister. I had a poll this morning. I'm 99%.
The president of the United States bragging about his popularity in a foreign country. I'm 99% in Israel. Unmentioned is the fact that he's 35% in the United States. 35% support from Americans, the people he pledged to represent, to fight for, whose side he promised to take in every conflict, foreign and domestic. And yet there he is, bragging about how popular he is in a foreign country. The same country that got us into the war that is causing his unpopularity in this country. Speaking of cold-hearted globalist betrayals. Watch.
I'm right now at 99% in Israel. I could run for prime minister. So maybe after I do this, I'll go to Israel, run for prime minister. I had a poll this morning. I'm 99%.
The president of the United States bragging about his popularity in a foreign country. I'm 99% in Israel. Unmentioned is the fact that he's 35% in the United States. 35% support from Americans, the people he pledged to represent, to fight for, whose side he promised to take in every conflict, foreign and domestic. And yet there he is, bragging about how popular he is in a foreign country. The same country that got us into the war that is causing his unpopularity in this country. Speaking of cold-hearted globalist betrayals. Watch.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 15. This is the vision that the Lord Yahweh gave Daniel in a night vision. It says, I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretations of the things. And these was again the interpretations that the angel was giving Daniel of the visions he received. Verse 17, it says, these great beasts which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. And those four kings are talking about the vision that he had is the Babylon, Medo-Persian, Greece, and the Roman Empire. And it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Because we're in that time period now where Esau is being judged because he's the ruler of this earth. The Lord gave him a blessing with the sword, and he's the wicked that is control of the earth. And Jacob has next, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian. We're waiting on the MOTB, and then World War III, and Yahweh Shai is going to come back and destroy this man's kingdom here on earth and set up his kingdom. And we're going to rule under Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, starting with the elect. Verse 19, it says, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. Now, this beast here is talking about the reincarnated uh, Roman Empire, which is America. It says, verse 20, it says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, the 10 horns represents the EU and NATO. That's how America um, is so powerful. This is how this man Esau is so powerful because of the 10 horns. The 10 horn represents the EU and NATO, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellow. Again, this is talking about America. Um, it says that the horn that had eyes, that's the 10th, that's the little horn that came up. The 3 that fell is when America gained its uh, gain is liberty from Spain, France, and Great Britain during the Revolutionary War. That's how America gained its I would say freedom. It's another word I'm looking for, but that independence. It gained its independence and became a nation. Verse 21, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. And that's when America became a nation. When the Edomites came to America, they persecuted the northern tribe, Gad and Reuben, here in Americas, and then they later brought in the southern tribe, which is Judah, and that's the war that they made upon us, man. The hell they put on all these tribes, southern and the northern tribe here in America. It said it prevailed against them until the ancient days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom, and that's when Yahweh Shai is going to come. Because once this devil um, bring out that MOTB, we know that to be the RFID chip. That's going to be the end game for him. You know, that's the last major prophecy that we were waiting on before Yahweh Shai returns. It says verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, and shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it into pieces. Rome did not devour the whole earth. You know, Rome did not devour the whole earth. So that's not talking about the Roman Empire. It's talking about the reincarnation of the Roman Empire, which is America today. And who can go to war with this beast? You know, America has all the top military. They boast themselves, you know, about having the top military on this earth, and they are feared. But the Lord is stripping that away from them. They're not being as feared as they were 50 years ago. But they still have the when it comes to weaponry, America is still the number one. Verse 24 says, and the 10 horns out of the kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. Another shall arise with them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. Again, that's talking about America. He shall subdue the 3 kings, which he did when he became a nation, which was France, Spain, and Great Britain, to gain its independence. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, Yahweh, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand a time and times and the dividing of times. And that's what he did, and that's what he's still doing. Again, the Lord is reiterating how he wear out the northern tribe and the southern tribe, because the majority of the tribe of Israel is here in America. We're oppressed here together in America, and they changed the laws, they changed the times to benefit the small hats, you know, Amalek of the Edomites. verse 26, it says, "But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it until the end." You see that? Because when Yahweh Shah returns, there's going to be no other nations going to be in rulership other than his. He's going to set his kingdom up here on earth. And said, "And the kingdoms and dominions and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, beginning with the elect, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart." Because that was a great thing what Daniel saw, that, at the end of all this suffering that the tribe of Israel has gone through, that the Lord is going to deliver his saints, which is the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. But Yahweh Shah is only be dealing with the elect at this time when he returns. I want to go into cogitations. That word is in Hebrew is Ra'ai Yawan. Ra'ai Yawan. And it says it's a thought. Okay? This is thought. It says corresponding to a grasp, a mental conception, a cogitation of thought. So that was his thought. He pondered that. He thought about that, what he saw. And then we go into changed. It said his countenance changed. And that's Shanai. It says to change, to be altered, to be changed, to transform, frustrate, different. Okay. So that was a deep vision that Daniel had of what was coming to pass once he saw all them kingdom falling, man, and then he saw Yahweh Shai starting his kingdom here on earth after he took down Esau Edom, this devil, his kingdom. So yeah, that's why this man is so proud. Donald Trump is talking about, he's 99% for Israel, and he's only getting 35% votes from the people here, from the Edomites they're talking about here in America. His own people is like not backing him, because we know through the spirit and through the scriptures. Let's get Daniel's. No, let's go Jeremiah chapter 50. And verse 45, it says, "Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that he hath taken against Babylon." Babylon is talking about America today, spiritual Babylon, and his purposes, that he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans, the warlocks here in America, the wise men. It says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them." And that's what's going to happen, because you just saw Nero bragging that he's for Israel, not knowing that Israel is the one that's going to be the downfall of America. And that's the Lord's will, man. He's only doing the will of Yahweh. He's doing exactly what he what the Lord wants him to do. It says, "At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. And that's what's going to happen when Yahweh Shah returns after the RFID chip comes back and World War III kicks off. This whole earth is going to be moved with the ICBM missiles hitting, you know. And the cry is going to be heard among all the nations when they see Babylon is falling, that great city, you know. And Yahweh Shah coming down with his angels and destroying this place with the laser beams from the chariots. So this earth is going to move, going to be shaken like no other day before. That has been so on this earth. So with that, I pray you is edified. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kadash. Again, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom.